Hello everyone, welcome back to Screenagers episode 4. Today, me, Charlie Barclay, joined by Andrew Smith. Again,
Hello.
Finally, he's back.
I'm back again. I'm back and I'm bad.
The technological genius that is Andrew Smith. And also, regular Elijah Gayton. And back again to finish off his debate, James Brimmer.
Hello.
Alright, so today we're going to be talking about some fun stuff. And we've decided to format the show a little bit more and give it a bit more of a structure. So we've got... Every show is going to start off with some news, film news, TV news, whatever news I can find in my little searching on the internet. And then, as we have done in the past few episodes, I've got a list of films about a specific subject called Charlie's Lists. And I'll list them off and then you'll talk about...
Such a creative name.
I know, Charlie's Lists. I know,
Goodness.
Don't even get me started. But I'll list off the films and people say if they like them, if they've seen them, if they don't like them, whatever. And there'll be a theme for that every week. And then, obviously, all the debates, which everyone loves, So yeah. Also, I have to say, the next 2 episodes before Christmas, which will be the last 2 episodes of the year, they are going to be some special episodes. The first one will be Screenagers Live, which won't be live unless you go to the same college as we do. But it will be more fun because it will just be us doing it. There'll be sound effects.
So it's going to be... We're going to live broadcast it, so it's going to be a bit dodgy, whatever.
Bit dodgy,
and we're gonna record it and upload it because we're cheapskates, basically.
But it'll still be pretty fun. And then also, the one after that, in honour of the new Star Wars film coming out, we're going to do a Star Wars special where it'll just be all debates all the way through about Star Wars. Woo-hoo. I'm not sure who's going to be the guests on those ones, but they're going to be some pretty good guests. All right, brilliant.
Elijah, you're not here. You're not coming to the Star Wars one.
Star Wars?
Of course you can.
Apart from out Star Wars, Avengers, yeah, but not Star Wars.
All right. So, now we've got that sorted out. What have we all seen this week?
Oh, Spider-Man 1.
Did you watch it again?
I've never watched Spider-Man 4.
Oh, and you watched it again?
Yeah.
Wait,
Did you like it?
No, I've never watched Spider-Man 4. That was the first
Spider-Man
time I've watched it.
Really? Did you like it?
It was good, yeah.
It was not that bad.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
My favourite Tobey Maguire Spider-Man was easily Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 is so good.
I loved that one.
Spider-Man 3, man. That's
Especially-
the best one. How can you...
Amazing Spider-Man.
See, Spider-Man 2 is good, but the film I watched recently, Taken 2, is not very good.
That was on yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I watched
Yeah, it
it.
was
I did
good.
not like it. Well, because Taken 1's brilliant.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
when
it's
he's
alright.
when he shoots that guy right at the end. Spoilers. So good.
And the
Liam
capture.
Neeson shoots
Yeah.
someone.
But then Taken 2 is just the same thing with his parents and him, and it's just so annoying.
Yeah. He doesn't even have to look for anyone. He knows where they are.
Exactly.
And he just goes back
I
and
hate
kill
it.
them.
But yeah, I watched that. What about you, James? You watched anything recently?
I actually can't think of anything on the top of my head. I'll come back to you if I can.
Thank
We
you.
need to discuss The Flash. We have not discussed The Flash
The
at
Flash
all.
and Arrow, which both just both are just
Both
about
just-
to have their
just
mid-season
so good
finale.
as well.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it this season. People are saying that this season of Arrow, when I say people, I mean James, isn't very good. But I'm really enjoying it.
Shining the
I've just
spotlight on me then.
started. I've started Arrow from season whatever it is, the latest one.
4.
4. That's the one.
Why are you
And-
starting from season 4?
Because I know what happens in the first 3 seasons.
Start from season 1 and
Okay.
watch it.
Well,
through.
no, I've watched season 1 and I've
Okay.
skipped 2 seasons.
Season 2 is so good. Don't even get me started.
I'll watch season
I
2.
love season 2.
But I had to watch Arrow for the crossover.
Oh yeah,
Flash and Arrow,
that
otherwise
makes
I was really
sense.
confused what was happening.
I
Yeah.
watched season 1, but then I just couldn't get into it.
Season 1.
I mean, I know season 2 has Deathstroke in it, and I do love Deathstroke.
It's the beginning of season 1 isn't all that brilliant. It doesn't really capture you, but if you just stick with it to the end of
I
season
just
1.
find the character Oliver to be so boring.
What?
He's
He
a bit
gets
of a bad
interesting.
actor. The
Yeah.
guy who's
Well,
playing
yeah.
him isn't exactly
He's
the
not.
best
He's
actor.
nothing good, but I love it. You can't go wrong with Felicity or Diggle.
Oh,
You can never go wrong with Felicity.
Felicity and Arrow and the Arrow's relationship just annoys me so much.
It annoys me a little bit.
I think
But-
Felicity and the Flash's relationship annoys me more. It's a bit confusing.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's like they still like each other, but
They
because
don't.
they kissed
Kinda
on that
awkward.
train. ages
Yeah,
ago.
it's kind of awkward.
Yeah, it is.
I have a question, a fun question on the subject.
Ooh, fun question.
Yeah, superhero TV shows. What would you rank them? So you got Gotham, Arrow, Flash,
Flash.
Legends of Shield, Agents of Shield.
Legends of
Legends.
Shield.
I'm thinking of Legends
Crossover.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Agents of Shield and Jessica Jones and Daredevil. All them 6. How would you rank them?
Flash.
Well, obviously, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because it's horrific. It
Yeah.
had some shiny parts, but then it just became
Hang on,
horrific
yeah.
again.
does the Heroes season count?
No.
No, DC and Marvel. Wait, they're neither, right?
What?
Heroes. They're not
No,
DC
they're
and
not.
Marvel.
They're
No,
just-
they're not.
they're-
So
their
just
own.
DC
Yeah.
and Marvel.
Daredevil and Jessica Jones, I think they're really good, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're probably better than most of the DC TV shows, but then...
Yeah, I reckon they're on par because they're very different. Like much darker.
Yeah. But they're more like realistic.
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
Flash is a
interesting.
really feel good.
Yeah, it's like
That's
it's,
what-
really,
yeah.
it's a really nice show.
Flash is really fun, and it has really interesting
Well,
stuff.
it's
with
going to
the-
go dark in season 3. Like
Oh,
you can just
God.
tell it's going to go really bad.
Yeah.
No, not bad, but like it's going to have a change
Yeah.
of
I
tone.
suppose Flash is more family friendly, where
Yeah.
Jessica Jones is more for the
Yeah.
young adults.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have my ranking in my head, sort of. I'm a bit iffy.
Would you like
Mhm.
to share that ranking?
I would very much.
Oh,
So
there we go.
on the bottom, Agents of Shield,
Yeah.
then Gotham.
Ooh.
I'm not a big fan of Gotham. Fair
No,
enough.
Gotham's boring.
Then Daredevil, which doesn't mean it's bad, but it's just I like the other ones more. And Daredevil's amazing. Don't get me
Just
wrong.
Spit it out.
Yeah.
So I'm just clarifying.
Fight choreo-
Then
choreography.
probably then Jessica Jones, then Arrow, then the Flash.
Yeah, the
Mm.
Punisher.
But the top 3 are really close.
I wouldn't put Arrow close, and we've Supergirl and Constantine. Can we really count either of those?
I haven't seen those 2, so I can't really judge.
Constantine wasn't that bad, to be
I
honest.
saw one episode of Constantine.
But it
I
needed to-
wasn't really it was in the background.
It
So.
needed to be picked up by a TV station that
Yeah,
was more
yeah.
interested in it, not NBC. 'Cause
Exactly.
They just kind of like put some stuff into it, didn't put really much effort into it, and it didn't go that well. The only good thing about it was the actor, who was perfect.
Oh, he was really good. He was in a recent episode of Arrow.
Yeah,
I really liked that episode.
he was perfect actor.
Yeah, I liked him.
There's going to be a Netflix series of the Punisher who's going to come in
Oh,
with
yeah.
Daredevil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking forward to seeing that.
yeah.
Yeah, wait, is it a series or is it just a character?
It's a series. He's going to get his own series, and it will link in with
Is he?
Daredevil. I heard, yeah.
So I think he's just going to be in
Netflix.
the season 2 of Daredevil.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no,
I
wait,
heard
yeah,
he's
it's season
the-
2. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I do like the Punisher a lot about him.
Yeah,
so
and
I
the
wanna
actor
watch
playing
that.
it is Shane from Walking Dead,
Yeah.
and I think that's going to be really good.
I heard he's one of the main antagonists of season 2 of Daredevil, which
Yeah,
is
he probably will
interesting
be.
because I thought they would have introduced Bullseye.
What's everyone
Yeah.
thinking of Shane in season 6 of Walking Dead?
Oh, Shane's my favourite character in season 6 of Walking Dead.
What?
What's everyone else?
I'm sorry, but I.
What are you saying? Please don't speak ever again, please. I
Andrew,
appreciate that a lot.
What?
Nothing. Watch the mid-season finale of Walking Dead.
So Supergirl, who actually
Oh, yeah.
watches it here?
I watched
I,
the
I
first
have
two
it.
Do you
I have
mind
it ready
me
to
saying
watch.
spoilers then?
No.
Basically, there was this character in it who was supposed to be who everyone thought was going to be Cyborg Superman, and it's only just come out today because I read it in comic book news this morning that it turned out it was a plot twist and it was actually Martian Manhunter.
Oh.
I love
Martian
that
Manhunter,
character.
first time. Like I think this is the first time he's ever been in live action. In live made in live action.
Yeah, I think so.
So I
I've
don't
seen
think
him
he
in
was
live
on.
action
I don't think he
before.
was on. Smallville. I don't think he was in Smallville.
either.
I really wish they give Martian Manhunter his own film.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I loved him in the Justice League cartoon.
I didn't watch that one.
No, I
Have
haven't
you seen him in
He's
some of
good
the
then.
films?
Yeah,
Like
Young
Justice League Doom.
He's always taken out of it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's never really like a central character.
No,
No.
I mean, yeah, when you got Batman and stuff. I mean, but
Do you know who's going to be in the mid-season finale of Flash?
Who?
Any ideas?
Oh, the
Uh,
Trickster.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
And-
Trickster.
Acted by
Mark
acted by
Hamill.
Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker,
our
the
home-
Joker.
Oh my god, the voice crack. Our homeboy, Mark Hamill.
Oh,
of course.
And
But yeah, what's it? It's the Joker. It's the it's the Trickster, Captain Cold, and the Weather Wizard all teaming up. I think that's gonna be good. Even though I want Captain
yeah.
Cold to be good on the
Captain
Legends
Cold
tomorrow.
will be good eventually.
I know, on the Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because he's my favourite character, like in Flat.
yeah, Captain Cold, to be honest, is brilliant compared to Heatwave.
Heatwave. No,
Oh,
Heatwave.
Heatwave's
Like so much
Okay.
character development.
What
I
I
want
think of
Yeah.
Heatwave and Captain Cold. You know the Home Alone series.
Yeah.
The two baddies from there.
Oh.
They're basically the same.
What's their
I
name?
think
Like Marvin or something?
Marvin.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Marvin.
Alone?
No, I thought
Marvin
we already
Harry.
said this last
Oh yeah,
time I
because
was
you haven't
on.
seen any Christmas films.
No, except Die Hard. It's good.
Oh, yeah,
Christmas
which is-
Oh, I better
Brilliant.
check the mics out of the camera.
Ooh.
Oh,
talking.
checking the cameras.
Oh, Andy.
It has last 30 seconds left.
Yes, checking. Right. So while Andy checks the cameras, I'm just gonna go on and catch up with something we did last week. Last week, because the Batman v Superman trailer came out, James was watching the podcast and he messages me saying, "Hey, why are you ripping into Batman v Superman?
You rip that to shreds.
I want to be there
guys.
to defend it." So I thought, James, try defend it because I did not like the trailer and I'm worried about it.
Hello.
Hey, Greg.
What go on?
Why go on? Why go on?
What's going on? Have you got booked?
Yeah,
You booked into there?
Yeah.
Alright.
I booked it today.
You did.
Yeah.
Surprise appearance from the tech.
Why haven't I got you down?
With his lunch.
I can show you the emails if you want.
Tandoori chicken. No, that's right, mate. I believe you. I'm not saying that's why I'm coming to kick. I haven't kicked off. Something I'm in the wrong. It's alright. Yeah, I haven't got you down, but never.
Thank you.
As long as you like. See you later.
Thanks,
Anyway, back
thanks,
to the trailer
Thanks, Greg.
Oh, did I spoil like your?
Oh, no, it's alright.
then. Oh no.
No.
Guest star.
Alright, sorry.
Bye.
door's gonna take ages to close now, isn't
that
it?
was nice.
That was Greg.
That was awkward.
We'll cut this out, yeah?
Yeah,
We will cut the bit
okay.
that Greg comes out.
Just Josh
give
about
to-
one.
He
Well,
did not
well,
give
I'll
I
two.
forgot
change
to
it,
say
so-
Josh. Oh, did we say Josh the Techie was in here today?
Josh, Fat Man Josh.
Fat Man Josh. What? He's not fat.
Not very nice.
I will.
Anyway, Batman vs Superman.
No, wait.
trailer.
Wait, I'm gonna just go back to.
Alright,
I'll
okay.
just go back and just say sorry. Sorry. Someone just walked in, so they had to cut that out.
Techie
Yeah.
walked in.
Yeah.
Sorry, someone just walked in, so we're just cutting that out. So back to our conversation on a subject from last week, as when we talked about the new Batman vs Superman trailer, Dawn of Justice trailer, should I say?
Oop.
James, who was not on last week, was listening to the podcast and shoots us a message saying, "Hey, well, why are you ripping into Batman v Superman? I want to defend it." So I thought, hey, James is back. Let's defend it.
Right.
So what do you? What?
Right, I'm gonna
Why?
start.
Why?
From the beginning, and I thought it was a very subpar trailer, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't think it reflects the film, because a lot of people have been saying this, that it's gone out for general audience, not comic book users.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I also think they just did a really poor effort, and they didn't edit the trailer. Like, I've got some problems with that. I won't go into detail, but I just have problems with the trailer. But I think it does show some promising stuff. Like, I know a lot of people are hating on Lex Luthor because they say he's really campy, and it's Jesse Eisenberg, not Lex Luthor. In fact, I think that's exactly what you were saying last time, that you'll say it's Jesse, not Lex.
yeah.
But I see Lex the same as Batman and Superman, that he has a public persona that he puts on to people who, like, he puts them on a public persona, but behind closed doors, he's actually, like, I'd hope this happens in the movie, he's actually really menacing and cold, and just really, really just generally
Yeah,
fucked up.
I agree. That'd be quite good if he was like that, and they didn't really release it in any trailers. They
Yeah.
just sort of, I think that'd
I
be
like
good.
that part when he was with Lois Lane and he seemed quite
What was
intense
it?
there.
Yeah,
I don't know what he
three-syllable
said.
word for tiny
about,
minds or something.
Yeah, and he said that as a word for those who can't, like, I don't know
Yeah.
what it was.
Oh, yeah.
But it
You're
was very
psych-
good.
About
Yeah,
the word
you're psychotic,
yeah.
and that's a 3-syllable word for minds too small to understand something. I don't
That's the
remember
one, yeah.
exactly.
I
but
think
it
it's-
is-
That is
think-
Lex Luthor, very condescending, superior
Yeah.
to
What
everyone.
do you think, Andy?
I think Lex Luthor's going to be a really interesting character,
Hmm.
and I
Yeah.
love Jesse.
Yeah.
I really like
I'm
it.
not saying that his character would be interesting. I'm just not sure if that's
What
Lex Luthor.
he's obviously signed up to this role because
Yeah.
everyone knows him from like the typical
Yeah.
like teenager sort of thing from like
Zombieland.
Zombieland and that sort of
Social
thing.
Network, brilliant
Yeah.
film.
I haven't
That
watched
is,
Social
he's
Network.
very...
One of my favourite films
Yeah.
ever. I love that film.
I think he'd be channeling a lot of that as Lex. In it, 'cause
Yeah.
he's very snide and
Definitely,
very looks down on people in
definitely.
that film. And also another thing is I've heard, which is one thing I'm really glad, because they haven't done the Marvel thing. Jesse Eisenberg isn't going to be like killed off or anything in this film. He's
I
going to
hope
be in
not.
loads of other DC
That's
films.
good, that's good.
So he's going to evolve through the films. That's the thing. The problem I have with Marvel. Their villains always killed off too early, so they don't have time
Yeah,
to evolve.
Except
Exactly.
for Loki.
Except for
They-
Loki,
I mean,
but he
they-
became an anti-hero.
Exactly.
They didn't kill off Abomination.
Abomination
And I
wasn't a
want
very
him
good
to
villain
Abomination
begin with.
wasn't an abomination, though. And
Yeah,
not
I
in a
know,
good
but I
way.
still want him to come back because I think if he came back, that'd be good for the Hulk's character.
The
Yeah.
Hulk's like, I've heard the Hulk's going to be in Thor Ragnarok though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that as well. That
Yeah,
should
he
be
will
really
be.
good.
I'm looking forward to that.
I reckon. Oh, Karen.
Oh no, I'm done.
I was gonna say, I reckon they're only doing that because they can't get the rights to have their own Hulk, World War Hulk movie because it's
Yeah.
owned by the rights are owned by Universal and they can't
Yeah.
like get that, so they're just gonna throw them in.
World War Hulk film would be so good.
I
Or
know.
Black-
I
or
love
Black-
that
it would
comic.
cost- Or like Planet
it would
Hulk.
cost so yeah, Planet
know.
Hulk. That would cost so much
Yeah, but
money.
they don't-
on CG,
But they
though.
don't have the Fantastic Four. I mean, they could have fixed the Fantastic Four in that movie.
Oh god, here we go.
They would need to develop
Fantastic
Spider-Man, they Black Bolt. They need so many people, and then they need the Hulk's crew as well.
There's an Inhumans movie coming out in 2020, so
Yeah.
that's I imagine them when they.
And they'll
will
need a
introduce
Planet
Black
Hulk to explain it. But
Yeah.
I would love that film. Mark Ruffalo, I love him as Bruce Banner.
He's so good.
Yeah.
I just like him as a dude. If
great.
I could go out for like a coffee or something, with anyone,
Want to go out for a coffee?
He'd be
from
on top of the
Marvel.
list.
Fair enough.
it'd be him.
But as for the trailer,
Yeah.
the thing I don't like was Doomsday.
Oh.
Okay, not
Yeah.
only did they not I didn't want him in it, and I didn't want them to show it if he was going to be
Yeah.
in it. Because I want Batman and Superman to work their differences out.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to fight and go, oh my god, there's a big villain there. We better team up to get him together. I want them to go,
Yeah.
okay then, look, I was wrong. I respect you or something like that. I mean, yeah, we did fight. I taught you a lesson, but
I want
My
the film to be Batman v Superman,
yes.
not Batman v Superman and Wonder Woman v Lex Luthor v Doomsday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just Batman v Superman, and
Right.
that's fine.
Yeah, but then
Oh, and like Aquaman's in it. Where's he
Yeah,
gonna be? He's
I
gonna be like in
wanna-
a fishbowl or something. What's going on?
Yeah, they're gonna see him through an aquarium. It's gonna be like
Yeah.
a really small cameo. No,
Mm.
I'm gonna basically, I know what you're saying with this. It's like, oh, Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Cameos. Yeah, it's kind of like Dawn of.
I know. I've never heard that before. I like it.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine.
But yeah, I
Episode
think
title right
they
there.
do. They are kind of pushing it with pushing these many characters in, but because they've gone a different way, they haven't done solo films before it to make a large team team-up film. They're kind of like trying to make it not like Spider-Man 3, but they're trying to make it so the characters are in it and they're making people interested in it, but not like to feel like it's forced in it. And also on the fact that it's going to be like, do you want it to be Batman vs Superman? I find that, I don't know, I knew from the start when they said it was Batman vs Superman. I mean, like, it's obvious they're not going to like keep on fighting and they're going to kill each other or something. They're obviously going to like realize they've made mistakes, make up, and then just work to fight another evil. Considering that Lex has already manipulated those two into the fight.
Okay, right.
I don't want Lex to be behind the strings though. I mean, you know, in the Dark Knight Returns, I don't want to be exactly like that. But Batman went after Superman because of his like issues with politics and stuff like that, and what he thought Superman was. I want it to be just those two having issues with each other, not Lex Luthor manipulating them.
Andy?
So, like, the thing with Batman versus Superman would obviously win in a fight, wouldn't he?
If he wasn't,
Give Batman planning.
He said in the trailer,
Yeah.
if I wanted, you could be dead right now.
Yeah, so they're not going to have constant Batman versus Superman fighting because otherwise it would just. So they're going to have to do something different in the
break
film.
bones.
But it's kind of like if you ever watch YouTube videos, clickbait titles. It's kind of like a clickbait movie, which does not make sense.
Well,
but
Batman vs Superman.
Batman vs Superman. Everyone wants to see Batman vs Superman.
I mean, I'm just
Yeah.
I
Not the
don't
Dawn
need
of
them
Justice.
to fight. I just like them just to talk and like follow each other, try and get under each other's skin or something.
But to be fair, I think Batman is using the fact that he knows. Superman said, if I wanted you dead, you'd be dead already. He knows that Superman won't do that.
He uses that to his advantage.
He uses that to his advantage. Yeah, in all the comics, he uses that to his advantage. And I imagine in the film, he uses it to his advantage. Because he knows Superman won't kill after Zod.
Yeah,
Before someone says that. Because, in fact, I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you feel about it. But I liked that they did that. Because it gives Superman, like, he's killed before. And he knows how it feels. And it gives him a reason to never do it again.
Yeah, I at first I was like, what the hell's going on? But then as I thought about it, it's like,
Yeah,
it
would
makes sense of the story.
sorry. I would honestly love it if Superman, let's say, got Batman in a similar hole as Zod, and Batman said, "Oh, you're not going to snap my neck again, are you?" And that like, sort of sets Superman off for a bit. And that distraction causes Batman to win or something.
Superman snaps Batman.
I have another thing to say.
No,
so
please.
isn't the director from the person that made Man of Steel?
Yeah.
Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
Right, well, that's bad in itself, isn't it?
Same
For a
book as
start.
300.
And secondly, I've been
Yeah.
the trailer.
wasn't
The trailer.
that bad.
The trailer
Well,
looks.
yeah.
Well, no, guys. Man of Steel's bad.
I enjoyed
don't
Man
think it
of
was
Steel.
that bad. Yeah, I enjoyed it as well.
I'll
I
defend
loved
Man
it.
of Steel to the end of days.
Josh, Techie Man. No, wait, no, that's me. Josh, do you like Man of Steel?
Josh is in the room,
Yeah.
everyone.
I like Man of Steel.
Josh likes
Okay,
Man of Steel.
Josh-
You
well,
see?
anyway, can I make my
Thank
point
you, Josh.
right now, please? Thank you.
Don't cry about it.
I watched Fantastic Four trailer.
Fan Four Stick.
The first ever the first Fantastic Four trailer.
Oh, 2005
Oh,
Fan.
God.
No, not that one, the new one. But
Fan
the,
Four Stick.
yeah.
Oh, boy.
But the first trailer for it,
Yeah, Fan Four Stick.
it looked alright. It looked like a good movie, and I was looking at the comments. They thought it was going to be a good movie, and then it came out. Dawn of Justice.
Yep.
But with
Oh,
a
you
bigger
saying that's
budget,
going to be the
with a-
same thing?
Yeah, I'm calling it.
Right, I'm
now.
gonna.
Well, that's
I'm posing a lot of
serious
arguments
claim.
to that,
let's
mate.
Let's let you
because-
pose your final argument. It's not even a debate, but we're
Right.
just going to move on.
One, Fantastic Four. Josh Trank. We had a lot of hope in him, but he was still technically
Did
an
you see his
unproven
tweet that he
director.
put?
Yeah, that was the death
movie I made
sentence.
will never get seen.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Josh Trank. He was still an unproven director. He'd only done one good film, and people
Which
were like
film was it?
Chronicle. It was a very good film.
Oh, Chronicle's brilliant.
Yeah, exactly.
I
It was
love
a
that.
great
That's
film.
the one where
but
they,
it was so
with,
different.
with Michael B.
Yeah,
Michael,
it was
Wait,
so
I'll be
different
two
from
seconds.
going from a film like Chronicle to a film like Fan Four Stick, because Fan Four Stick is something that's going to be controlled by the producers and the company, and it's going to have a lot of money. Chronicle, I don't imagine, had that bigger budget, so we would have had more freedom.
Yeah, I really like Chronicle.
And clearly something went wrong. He probably, I don't know, Josh Trank probably cracked under the pressure because he was under so much pressure by it.
Just 1 second, guys. Keep talking.
He cracked under the pressure because I don't know why he's there.
Andy has left the room, by the way. but we'll keep
I think
going.
he's yeah, but he cracked under the pressure. He can't hear my argument now. He's already started it. Oh, have we replaced Andy already?
Yeah. Josh is going to fill in for Andy
Josh
for a minute.
is going to be here for the... Hello, Josh.
Hello, everyone.
Back
So
when Josh is
basically,
back.
Fan Four Stick. I don't think that's going to happen with Dawn of Justice. For one, Zack Snyder, he has made quite a lot of good films,
Yeah.
visually stunning films. I mean, like, and well choreographed films. So the fight scenes, I imagine, are going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, you guys have seen 300, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
else. And fucking, we've got Chris Terrio, who did Argo and has worked with Ben Affleck, who's a great scriptwriter.
Mm-hmm.
He won an Oscar. We've got Ben Affleck, who's an amazing actor. Henry Cavill, he's not bad, but he plays a good Superman, in my opinion.
yeah.
That might be open to debate with people. And it's got a very good cast of, like, very many Oscar. I think a lot of people in there have won Oscars. We've got Jeremy
Adams.
Irons, Amy
Amy Adams.
Adams,
Jesse Eisenberg.
and who's the one who plays the senator in it? She's
Helen
yeah.
Hunt.
Helen Hunt.
Yeah. Fun fact: she played Mr. Elastigirl in The Incredibles. We've got a lot of background noise going on.
Yeah, the
carry
phone
on.
just went off and
that.
Andy just came back.
Hello, Josh. Could you move out my place now?
Right,
please?
right, thanks, Josh.
Ian doesn't.
Right, we're
This podcast will be organised, Charlie said before it.
I thought it
Yeah.
would, but Andy keeps standing up, leaving the room. Josh is moving around. Phones are going off. Elijah Gayton.
But Andy is back.
Right, so on this
Yeah.
on this note, I'm just gonna wrap this little topic up because I am on your last argument there. You've convinced me that I'm not as
I liked Man of Steel.
against it as I am now, as I was before. I'm fairly excited now. I'm cautiously optimistic now. I was like, for the past couple of days after that trailer, I was like, this is going to be the worst thing in the world. But now I'm like, let's just see. All right.
That's amazing. I didn't even touch on Doomsday.
Oh yeah. Oh, if you
Yes, Karen, let's leave
Let's
that
just
for
not
leave
another
him
Another
out.
time.
'Cause if you touch
Another
on
time.
Doomsday, I'll go right back. I forgot he
relapse.
was even in the film. All right.
He'll relapse.
All right. So cheeky bit of Star Wars news. Just before we go to Charlie's list.
Wait, is it spoilers?
Oh no.
Okay.
Sort of.
Yeah, Kylo Ren and Finn have a fight, and apparently it looks really cool. No, that's
Right.
what Han Solo tweeted.
Right.
Right, no,
Yeah.
can I just explain this really quickly? 2 seconds,
Yeah,
okay?
to explain it.
So there's a couple of websites that are saying that some spoilers have been leaked about Star Wars, about how Kylo Ren and Finn had a fight. This tweet was from the official Star Wars Twitter account, and they're saying that it was a spoiler and that this movie's been ruined. It just kills me.
There's a
Have they
clip in
not watched the trailer?
Right.
No.
Yeah,
there's
can I
a
send my
trailer
news?
where
Can I
they
send my
have a
news?
fight.
I'd like to send my
Go
news,
back to
please.
start fight.
Because then we can move on to debates.
Okay.
And
And my
Charlie's
list. Charlie's list, the best part
Okay.
of everything.
All right then.
Well, there's two little bits of news. I'll make it really quick. First bit of news. One of the Star Wars producers, I can't remember their name. They confirmed that Jar Jar Binks will not be in the film.
It was
Oh,
kind of
very
obvious that
happy
he
about
wasn't.
that. Oh,
gonna
great,
happen.
now I
very
won't see it.
disappointed. No, I'm kidding. All right. Also, that's good bit of news there. Also, the Han Solo movie. The Han Solo movie.
Is it happening?
Solo.
Yeah, it's definitely
Han Solo
happening,
movie.
and they've got a lot of people getting cast. I got a couple of names down that I'm sort of eager to.
Harrison
and one,
Ford?
He's gonna be like 15 to 20.
Do not say Chris Pratt.
As much as I'd love to play him,
Oh, no.
they've got people like Dave Franco.
Dave Franco.
Oh, I heard
okay.
this.
Yeah, they've got Dylan O'Brien from the Maze Runners. I don't like him. I don't want him to be Han Solo. They've also got Chandler Riggs at audition, but there's no way he's going to get
I'm
it.
not liking
That's
any of
interesting.
these.
And then there's one that I really like.
That means that Carl might die.
Ooh,
Good.
there's one that I really like, and if he does an American accent, amazing. Taron Egerton, who was in Kingsman: Secret Service.
I haven't watched that.
Wasn't he supposed to be in a Star Wars film as well?
Yeah.
It was rumoured
Was that the
a
guy
long
who played
time back.
Eggy?
Yeah.
Oh,
He was actually.
Eggsy.
That would be
Yeah.
very interesting.
It would be.
And
Yeah.
plus, I really like that character, and I feel like he could even do Indiana Jones. I feel like he's like a young British sort of Chris Pratt type actor. I really like him.
Yeah, they were talking for ages about what spin-off movie they're going to do. Han Solo, Obi-Wan, Yoda. Which one have you guys wanted?
Han Solo.
Boba Fett, and Han Solo.
Darth Vader. No, wait. What am I saying?
What?
No, Darth Vader. We've had
What?
6
No.
films.
Okay, yeah. I'd
prequels.
no, I'd like a film which is centric around Darth Vader. Maybe after he actually just becomes it, and
How he copes with it.
how he copes after he just became Darth Vader, and like some of the
Yeah.
stuff we see in the comics. Has anyone read the Darth
Yeah,
Vader comics?
there's a book on. There's books on that. It's a great book on how he copes with it. But if I have to choose, I would have had, in episode 3 when Darth Sidious goes on about how his master could manipulate life. I would want a spin-off film on him,
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Darth Plagueis.
Alright,
spin-off
right.
film of the game of
Or
the
a
Knights of the
spin-off
Old
of Kylo
Republic.
Ren.
Oh God, yeah.
A spin-off of Kylo Ren. No one even.
No, but I reckon we're
No.
probably going to get the origin story.
Alright. I'm gonna cut this here because we've got to move on
Oh.
to lists and debates.
Anchorman.
So we're also, as I say every time, we're all still excited for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Obviously, it comes out next week. Exciting.
Mm.
All right. So, Charlie's Welcome to Charlie's Lists. You love-
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
That's the Charlie's Lists intro.
Charlie's List.
We're gonna someday we're gonna make that intro, and it's gonna be
God.
glorious and musical. All right. So
Glorious
today
and
on
musical.
Charlie's intro, the theme is comedy movies. So I've got a list.
Insert applause. No laughter here.
Right, so I've got some good comedy movies, and I've got some bad comedy movies, some very bad comedy
My
movies.
favourite comedy movie is on that list.
Is it?
What, you've
Yeah.
seen the list already?
I just glanced at it.
All right. One of my favorite comedy movies of all time, Anchorman: The Legends of Ron Burgundy.
It's not bad.
It was kind of funny. There was too much awkward.
It's not the
comedy
best.
in it, though.
I really like it.
Comedy's not my kind of thing. Unless
Oh.
it's mixed with another genre.
Comedy and Christmas movies.
No. Comedy's okay, but I just I prefer it if it's mixed with another genre. I don't think comedy as a genre can hold up.
black comedy or like
Black comedy or like zombie comedy, like Shaun
I've
of
got
the Dead.
there's a
and
couple
Hot
here.
Fuzz,
Like,
okay.
Kingsman.
Kingsman, yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
it's
course,
like
Kingsman. That should be on the list.
Guys, we have to say goodbye to
Oh,
Man
Fat
Josh.
Man Josh.
Fat Man
Wave
Josh.
to the camera. Say bye to the viewers.
Bye.
Bye, Fat Man
See you later,
Josh.
Fat Man Josh. Ignore the background noise here for a bit. Oh god.
No, you really can't hear it.
Okay, good. All right. Also on my list, The Hangover.
I've never watched Hangover.
The
Hasn't-
first
liked
one's
it.
good.
The first one's good.
Went downhill
Other one-
from the other
yeah.
ones.
Oh yeah.
We talked about that a bit last week. First one's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Super Bad.
My favourite ever.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a pretty
Super
funny
bad.
film.
Like, so
I love
funny.
it. It's not my favorite, but I
Are
really
you
like it.
McLovin?
I am McLovin.
Aw.
God.
It's so no. Let's talk about Superbad. No, let's not
God.
talk about Superbad. Just
All
move on.
right. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Oh, that and Guantanamo Bay is
yeah,
amazing.
really
those
funny.
films.
relaunched Neil
you
Patrick
seen them?
Harris.
I've never seen that. I've never
Oh,
you
it's
should
kind of
watch
like
it,
a
they're
stoner
really good.
comedy.
Yes,
so you might not
it's,
have
it's
seen
one
it.
of the best stoner comedies ever.
It is pretty good.
The Cornetto Collection, which is Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, and The World's
Oh.
End.
Hot Fuzz in the World. I wasn't. Shaun of the Dead was good, but it's my least favourite. I think.
I think.
What?
I don't know.
How?
I don't
Can I
know.
confess something?
Go on then.
I haven't seen all of Hot Fuzz.
How?
Did you
'Cause
find
it was on TV and I
I
had to leave.
always see parts of Hot Fuzz. I've seen the whole thing now, but I
Yeah.
always saw parts.
My
of it.
favourite's probably The World's End out of the two I've seen all the way
Yeah,
through.
they're all. I think they're all really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The World's End's so quotable.
The ending
Yeah.
of World's End is so good.
Oh yeah. Oh, also, I think this is probably my favourite comedy ever created. School of Rock.
The School of
I don't see that as a comedy anymore.
I haven't seen that.
I
in
just see
ages.
that as just a film from my childhood.
Yeah, I
I
watched
really-
it. I watch it like every few months. I love it.
It's so good.
It's so, like the quotable line, like read between the lines, Theo. Read between the lines. So
Stick
good.
to the man.
Stick to the man.
God.
It's like it's really relatable.
You're a
you
bully.
are one of those kids in that group.
I know.
Like every
Which
single
one are you,
are one
Andy?
of those kids. I am.
Are you the Asian
drummer.
guy who plays the piano?
Mr. Cool.
That's the drummer.
Mr. Cool.
I'm Fancy Pants.
Of course you
Can
are.
I be the stylist instead? That's him. Or that girl that's like, I'm
Have you seen it,
fair.
Elijah?
I have seen it, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
Oh, you're the
Oh.
groupie. No, I'm joking.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm
No,
joking.
you're Miranda Cosgrove's character.
Which one was she?
Who's that?
You know
Oh
they-
God, is that the?
Summer.
You know
Oh.
they all do their own stuff. They all do it. It wasn't like
The music.
dubbed
Yeah, no,
in.
because they're not active
Wow.
kids except Miranda Cosgrove. They're all
Yeah.
musicians.
I think I'm the
Crazy.
his flatmate's girlfriend, the one who's always a
Of
massive
Sarah
bitch.
Silverman.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna stand up for yourself? All right. Ted.
That's
First one's
It's
Not bad.
Good.
Ted's good. Ted's good.
I've actually never seen it all the way
Ted's sad.
through.
I cried in Ted. I'm okay to admit it.
Oh, Charlie. Oh.
But you know when he's like broken? Sorry, spoilers for Ted. But I cried in
Ted
Ted.
spoilers.
good.
So
Yeah,
sad.
Mark Wahlberg dies. What?
Good.
Also, Ted 2, obviously, we'll leave that one out.
It was alright.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
we talked about this already.
Bridesmaids. I watched that recently.
Oh God.
What? What's wrong with Bridesmaids?
No, I haven't seen it, but
It's almost
just my
as good
mum
as
loves
Love
it. So I'm just
Actually.
like,
Love
oh.
Actually is brilliant. Bridesmaids and Love Actually is
I'm
so
checking the
good.
cameras.
Oh, I do
Oh.
like I've actually.
Check
to
the
be honest.
cameras.
Oh, Love Actually is the one with Rick and the huts,
Yeah.
signs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Talked
to
about it
me,
already.
you are perfect.
Yeah, we have. We don't want to go over another
What
conversation.
about American Pie?
Oh,
Yeah, but that's what. That's what
Oh, American Pie.
American
It's a
Pie's
good film.
great.
you want to hear a funny story?
Yeah, so that's a funny
Cameras
story.
out of Pan Street.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
R.I.P.
How long ago?
Not that long ago.
Wait, did they not charge them fully?
That dude said it was full.
I know. He always says it.
They said that
Oh
when we
my
went to location,
God.
didn't they?
Maybe,
I was just quickly.
maybe next time get out a media pack because those cameras seem more reliable.
Alright,
than
so
the
while
Nikons.
so
DS
if we don't cut this
Yeah, but they're
out,
not reliable.
then just you're seeing a blank screen and enjoy the sound of our voices. While
Wait,
Andy sets up. the
Shall we do a
cameras.
Bob Ross?
What's a Bob
Enjoy-
Ross?
Listen only to the sound of
Oh.
my voice. You are in a quiet.
You're on a beach.
No,
and
no,
the
you're not.
dolphins are swimming by.
Right, I've got the angle.
All right, Andy's got the angle.
You're on a beach and there's an army of
Am I
Chitauri
in it?
following you.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right.
We are starting. Did you pause it?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Actually, that's fine.
Are we gonna cut that out or no? We'll find out if we cut that out.
You're on a beach and
Is everyone in
Darkseid
the
and
shot? Wait.
Thanos are running at each other.
I don't think
Don't
that
pause
was it.
the audacity.
Can you imagine that though?
What?
You're on a beach
Everyone's
and
in a pot
Darkseid and
with Elijah
Thanos are running at each
Sorry,
other.
sorry, Andy.
Am I in the shot?
Doesn't matter. Everyone's in it.
Even
Just
me?
about Elijah's head.
Am I in it?
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
I
cool.
don't know how you're in it, but you are.
All
We are back, everybody.
right. So the final good comedy film
Of 20,
on my list.
21st century.
Wayne's World.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never heard
I
of it.
couldn't leave that one
Wayne's
out.
Wait, have you seen the film that basically inspired that? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
Oh,
I should put that on the list. So good.
it is
All
a
right,
brilliant
Now
film.
we've talked about some good comedy films.
Wait, I thought those were the good ones, weren't they?
Yeah. Now
we're
we've talked.
talking
Now we've
about-
talked about
Oh right,
them.
okay. I thought you said.
Let's hit up some bad comedy
not
films.
so amazing comedy films.
I'm going to argue with this.
Number 1, mentioned last week by
Oh, no.
Bradley Hill, who,
That
because he
film.
mentioned this film, he's never coming back on the podcast again.
It's so bad, it's
Yeah.
funny.
Disaster movie.
It's so bad, it's funny.
It's so bad, it's bad.
And all the
God, I've
scary
seen
movies
that,
as
it's quite
well.
funny.
See, all the scary movies, epic movie,
Oh,
all
I like
those.
Scary Movie 1. That's about it.
Yeah, that's the only quarter decent one.
Yeah. Also, and then on the list as well, my 2 least favourite Adam Sandler films. That's
Oh,
My Boy
God.
and Jack and Jill.
Oh, I've seen That's My Boy. Do
I
you know
think-
how? Do you want to hear spoilers for that?
Yeah.
Spoilers. His wife cheats on him with her brother.
What?
Like
What?
you know That's My Boy.
Yeah.
The kid he has. He's
Yeah.
getting married.
Yeah.
His not his wife, but wife to be cheats on him with her own brother.
Her own brother.
Yeah. There's incest as a joke
I
in the
never
film.
finished that film.
It's
Oh my
it's
God.
something
Okay,
wrong.
What's
with that
everyone's
film.
favourite Adam Sandler films?
I've
got a favourite.
Happy Gilmore.
Okay, that was quite funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I liked Click quite a
Oh
lot.
my
I cried
God.
at Click.
I
at Click.
cried when I first watched
You
like
liked Click.
proper
That one scene.
Yeah,
that you
when-
have to cry where he's like
when
he's
he's dying,
struggling out
yeah.
of the hospital.
No way.
And it's sad.
I was crying, so that's the
And
most I've
you
ever
just
cried to a
can't
film.
stop
apart from Toy
from-
Story.
Oh, and he pauses it and then he farts
okay?
in the guy's face.
Yeah, I haven't seen the film.
All right.
I love it. Evan Almighty.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
alright.
that's not a comedy.
That's
It's alright. It's just not really.
I don't particularly like Bruce Almighty either.
I
it's
like
more-
Bruce
I like
Almighty.
Bruce Almighty.
But
Yeah.
Jim
I've seen
Carrey
it
is
too many
starting to
times.
annoy me.
What does everyone think of the Truman Show?
Jim's just brilliant.
That's not a comedy though, is it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
it's
that's
not
a comedy.
comedy.
It's
no.
a drama.
It's really
It's
really
just
interesting.
It's a comedy.
film, to be fair.
It's so good.
Dumb and Dumber 2, that's a terrible.
Oh
I'm getting
god.
there. I'm
Let's-
getting there.
let's move on.
I'm getting there. Well, the next one is Dumb and Dumber 2: The Letter To When Harry Met Lloyd. Remember that one, the prequel?
I
To be
saw
fair, I
it.
think all of the Dumb and Dumber films are really bad.
Dumb and Dumber,
Dumb and Dumber 1
2,
is
the
alright.
letter 2.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's
Dumb and
it.
Dumber 2 is in T.O. It's also really bad.
Is there a Dumb and Dumber 2 number 2?
I just
Yeah,
see
that's
that.
how they didn't get the same actress. It was like a prequel.
To be honest, I just
Oh,
see that as kind of.
yeah.
I don't like that kind of American stupid kind of comedy where it's just like making jokes
Yeah.
out of farting and
Yeah,
just stuff
exactly.
like that. It kind of
And then
annoys me. And just
My
gets
final
tiring.
comedy film on my list is really bad. Movie 43.
Oh,
I actually
So
saw that film.
bad.
Yeah.
I saw that film.
When Hugh
It's
Jackman has the
painful.
balls on his neck.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of funny.
There's
though.
some laughs in there. There's some
second.
laughs
There's a couple
in there.
of giggles, but it's just
I did
so
laugh. I did laugh sometimes,
boring.
like the part at the end with the basketball. I don't know why I laughed at that bit.
You
And the
laugh-
Hugh Jackman bit, it just felt uncomfortable.
You
Yeah.
laugh at the God, I forgot the word. You laugh at the premise of like these jokes, but when they
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 just
actually
drag
start
on
talking,
and on
they
and
drag
on.
on.
It's
The
just
execution is just terrible.
so boring.
Like when Chris Pratt just like gets run over by a car, he shits himself all over. It's like okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of what it is.
It's funny
It's
though,
before
isn't
Chris
it?
Pratt was a
it's
movie
not.
star. That was the Guardian of the Galaxy right there, shitting himself all over in a car.
Alright, so there's some comedy
Oh,
films.
boy.
What would you say is your number one favorite comedy film of all time?
Super bad. It's so funny. Emma Stone's in it as well, which just
Emma
makes
Stone's
it
brilliant.
amazing.
What are you?
Yeah, James.
James?
Favorite comedy movie.
Oh right. I think it's kind of a comedy film, but you didn't include it. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's
I should
good.
have put that on the list. That's such a good film.
I haven't seen that.
Watch it.
should.
Yeah, I
It's
think you like it. You
amazing.
like it.
It's
You like it.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
got.
But what's your favorite comedy film? I like.
Michael
I wouldn't
Cera.
say I have one yet.
Oh,
I mean, I like a lot of comedies, but I haven't got
No,
a
that's
favourite.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, fair.
That's fair enough.
My favorite comedy film, as you know, hands down, School of Rock.
School of. I've already done that.
Yeah, you've done that many times. All right.
One.
All right, so now we've talked about, we had Charlie's list, we've had news, we've had Star Wars news, we've had what we've seen this week, we've had its format, we've had news. James,
More news.
James,
Debate time.
Debate time.
Right.
all right, so today
let's do it.
today making the debates.
then.
I got.
Wait.
Oh.
Today making, well, for introduce, today making debates, we have James Rimmer. Fighting the debates, we have me, Charlie Barclay, Andrew Smith, and Elijah Gayton. As you know the rules, whoever says their answer first gets to fight for that subject and go first. The other ones have to choose other ones, and then it's points and points and points. If there's three fights and everyone gets a point, James will have to think up a tiebreaker question
Oh God.
and spit that one out really quick. And you, for the tiebreaker, everyone gets 10 seconds, and then after that, everyone gets 5 seconds. They're the rules. Okay, so James, take it away.
Right. First one. Worst film ever.
After Earth.
Oh no, that was a good one. Worst film ever. Oh, Josh is back. Fat Man Josh.
Fact Man Josh is back, and we're in the middle of a debate, Josh.
Is
They're
it just, I
choosing
call him
their-
Fat
their
Man
stuff.
Josh. I don't call him Fact Man Josh. I
It's
call
Fat
him.
Man.
There is
yeah,
so
Fat Man
many
Josh.
films.
Batman and Robin.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, I've got a while to think about this.
Andy, don't do an Andy choice.
Worst
Don't do
movie
another
I've ever
Andy
watched.
choice.
There's this one movie that I couldn't keep my eyes open in the middle of the day.
What's it called?
Fantastic Four. I'm going with Fantastic Four.
Fantastic.
Oh.
It's not called Fantastic Four. It's Fantastic.
Right, Andy, you start.
No, I'm not.
No, I
starting.
start.
Is it?
All right. Actually, no. Wait.
No,
yeah,
no.
I'll start. All right. So, After Earth is the worst film in the world. It's so lazy. The plot doesn't make any sense. The premise could have been okay if it wasn't Will Smith trying to get his son to be famous, and if it wasn't M. Night Shyamalan directing it. Did you know he directed it? Because no one did, because they kept him off the posters and everything just to make people go see the film. It doesn't make any sense. There's no real structure to it. There's so many plot holes and stupid continuity errors, and like the acting, even by Will Smith, who's a brilliant actor. Him and Jaden Smith doing in that film, I don't know what they were doing. It was so painful to watch. It's hard. It's like some films are so bad they're funny. Birdemic, but After Earth is so bad that you just can't watch it without wanting to just die. And there's that. What's that line? Not the line. Just everything Jaden Smith says in that stupid fake accent they made.
Oh god.
Makes me want to die. Move on, Elijah.
Oh, come on. Batman and Robin. Some people say it's a film that killed the superhero genre for a while until eventually Sam Raimi came back with a Spider-Man film which started it up again. Oh, started it up. And come on. The opening line is, I want a car. Chicks dig the car. This is why Superman works alone. And not only is that so stupid and cheesy, but it also sets up, well, then why didn't Superman help them out with Mr. Freeze? Mr. Freeze, one of arguably the worst villain of all time. They turned Arnold Schwarzenegger into a dumb, horrible thing. Alfred is a joke. Batman is a joke. How can you turn Batman, one of the most badass people who's going to take on Superman, into a joke? I mean, how did you do that? But they did it. How they turned one of the most iconic, deep characters into something that ruined the superhero genre.
Joel Schumacher's just a wizard. He can do that shit. Anyway, carry on.
Fantastic Four. Is it my turn? It is my turn. Fantastic Four. It had a lot of potential in the film. Obviously, what are you doing?
Telling him that we're turned off.
Oh, okay. He didn't need to know. Right, he's distracting me. He loses first round.
No.
Fantastic Four. The budget was limited quite clearly towards the end of the film. The last half of the film was absolutely an abomination of a film. What's her face? Miss Invisible, whatever she is, had to wear
The Invisible Woman.
the Invisible Woman. The Invisible Woman had to wear a wig in the last half of the film, which looked nothing like the first half. I will admit the first about half an hour of the film was quite half enjoyable, but the last half, they just wanted to keep the rights for Fantastic Four. They didn't want to hand it over to Marvel. That was the only reason the film was made. Josh Trank himself, the director of the film, said he had a better version that they did not release, and overall, it was, I couldn't watch it again, even if I tried.
Can I fight, please?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just gonna say.
You want to fight Fantastic Four? Good luck with that.
Yeah, my film's worse than yours because you said the first half's enjoyable. Oh, that's an that.
No, I said first half an hour, and then it just went
exactly.
through a
The first half an hour is an enjoyable. That's so you've got there's enjoyable aspects.
The beginning of After Earth's enjoyable.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Your film. I've seen it. It's so bad, and there's so many things you can pick out that it's hilarious to watch. That it becomes like a really fun film. My film's just depressingly bad. That it just hurts to watch.
But you have no reason for that, Charlie.
Yes, I do.
Maybe you should say the reasons then.
I have the accents, the plot. It's just so many plot holes. Doesn't make any sense. The stupidity of it. It's all made so Jaden Smith can become famous. It's directed by M. Night Shyamalan in secret, and he got up while I was arguing with him. That shows how weak-willed he is.
Elijah, do you want to counter their arguments?
Well, Batman nipples for starters.
Well, yeah.
You said that it's
bat
meant to be
nipples.
hilarious. Exactly, that's the point. Batman's not to be hilarious. They destroyed a character.
No.
Before, we had the original Batman film, which a lot of people love. I mean, I think it's okay, but a lot of people love. And you said about Fantastic Four, how at first it was a bit enjoyable. Well, then there's something good about it. I mean, it's supposed to be one of the worst films of all time. If there's a little bit good about it, I can't think of one good thing about my film. It's just a horrible joke.
Your whole film is like it's become a good film because that they were trying to be too campy. And, like the back credit card is so it's painful to watch, but it's so funny because it's so bad. And it's like there's like it's like everything about it you can just laugh. It's like you can have like a drinking game with your film, and that's fun. Like
what?
I don't know.
You can have a drinking game with
just looking at the
After
film.
Earth.
No,
The
yeah,
game
but
surrounding it.
at least you don't want to because you don't want to sit down with all your friends and watch After Earth because then all won't be your friends anymore because it's so bad.
Drinking.
The accent was it, and he's like, I want to be a ranger. So stupid.
Fantastic Four. Okay, Fantastic Four went so far away from any comic line. They got drunk. And they decided to go to a different dimension. How stupid is that plot? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
And the ending scene, the ending fight scene, was so rushed. It was about a 3-minute scene, and that was all the fighting in the whole of the movie. And that was it. And they never got mentioned by the names. And the cheesiness at the end of the movie when it's like, that's fantastic.
Okay, last point, everyone.
again.
Last point.
Last points, everyone.
My film is worse than yours because there's no possible enjoyment in my film. Everything about it makes you want to die. And just Jaden Smith is the main character.
Is that your last point?
That's it.
Elisha.
My film not only destroys superheroes, it also destroys comedy as well, and it also destroys any
It is
possible chance of the guy who played Batman ever going to a job and not being laughed at.
Fantastic Four has ruined Fantastic Four reboots ever to happen again. It's ruined a sequel, and it's ruined... And next Fantastic Four is not going to be for a very, very long time until everyone's forgotten about that film.
6 years.
6 years.
All right.
Yeah, how long did it take for them to reboot Spider-Man?
So basically, I'll start with yours. I liked it
So you
because
haven't
I've never
won.
seen After Earth because
Oh.
I know it's horrible and I wouldn't want to ever see it.
You've lost.
I've never actually seen After Earth because I know it'd be horrible and I wouldn't want to see it. And
Exactly.
it's M. Night Shyamalan, so it'd be just uninteresting. Batman and Robin, it's a terrible film, but I've watched it so many times and I've been drunk and it's really funny. And I just
is not
you take a
a good
drink and you
reason.
take a drink every time Arnold Schwarzenegger makes a pun.
I mean, he turns his neck like this.
So maybe.
So
And
say-
and
mix
Andy,
elements.
Fan Four Stick. I liked elements of that, like when they the way they become the Fantastic Four. I like that, and I like how when they come back, they've got the body horror scene.
Stupid.
I think it was interesting.
You can no. You're saying what you think of the film right now. So you're meant to think about what I've said about my points.
Yeah, and I've
Carry
you
on.
tried
then.
to consider.
Carry on then, Jameis.
Jameis.
I don't
Right,
know.
What are you,
Andy, shut
Andy?
down. Let him choose his choice. There you go, James.
Yes,
Choose your
let him
choice.
choose.
It's actually quite hard because I've never seen that film.
Yeah, but it's not about the film. It's about my argument.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
because
it's about my argument
Yeah.
as well. You
Yeah,
said
you make
nothing about my
you make your
argument.
drinking game.
Choose quickly.
You make your
Right,
drinking
right,
game
okay,
of films
right.
it's that bad.
I have to go Fan Four Stick.
Yes!
Oh,
He's done it.
He just said that.
The mic, the
He just said
mic,
there's a good element in
How
it.
the hell?
the mic has peaked. I'm gonna have to edit
How
that.
the hell did Andy
How?
get that?
Thank you very much.
There's no
Come
way.
on.
Because Fan Four Stick was a disaster.
Josh don't even know.
And I
Fan Four
explained-
Stick
and
was
I
a
explained that
disaster.
well.
Andy,
should've gone
you
with
wouldn't
me.
have to.
He just said
Andy,
there was
you
a good
explained
part
it
in
pretty
it, though.
well, but it was a disaster.
He
of a
said there was.
film.
He said it was a good film at parts.
No, I said
Yeah,
the
but-
first
He
half
said
an
that
hour
we're supposed to talk about the
was
worst
good.
film of all
Yeah,
time.
but
And it was the worst film
Right,
of all
you've
time. I
chosen
won it
Andy.
anyway.
I strongly disagree with your choice,
Yeah,
but let's
so do
move
I.
on to the second
But fine,
fight.
very well.
Thank you.
I couldn't choose you because I haven't seen the film.
But it's not
Moving
about
on.
the film.
Yeah, but I can't decide a film.
Next question. Thank you,
Right.
James.
God, this is a controversial episode. Okay. What's the best Star Wars film?
Empire Strikes Back.
Back.
I said one.
I said. I've had
Oh wait.
Episode
I
no.
said
one.
Empire Strikes
New
Back.
Hope.
I said
I
said
did.
one.
I said it
Well,
first.
no, I
I said
meant
Empire Strikes
Back.
I meant
Yes.
4.
I did.
Right,
No, you
rock,
didn't.
paper, scissors for it.
I said it
I
first.
said
though.
it first.
I
You
said
both
no,
said it
so
at the
we're
exact
good.
Listen
same
to a
time.
playback. I definitely said it
I
first.
did.
But right, to me, you both said it at the same time. So rock, paper, scissors
Alright.
over Empire Strikes Back.
I win.
Ew.
Okay, right. Which one did you choose then?
It's Return of the
A New
Jedi.
Hope.
No, because Andy got that
I
one.
got-
A New Hope.
Very well, Return of the Jedi.
Okay, right.
Andy,
start.
Andy,
We're fighting
Andy,
for the
Andy
best
starts.
of the three.
Andy starts.
Okay, so A New Hope is obviously the first Star Wars movie, and it's got a lot of mystery behind it, which is one of the reasons I loved it so much. The other films were sequels, and I don't enjoy sequels as much as the original film. The characters being introduced in a really interesting way, and at the time it was a completely new thing. If you watched it in 1977, you'd be really shocked by like all the practical effects that we used. No CGI was used. Well, they didn't have CGI, but everything was practical effects, and it was just a really real film. You could really feel yourself living in the Star Wars universe, and that's one of the reasons I loved it so much. Do I have to talk for more?
Not if you want. If you
No,
want to.
yeah, we,
I didn't.
I'll let you go
don't-
next.
we're not going
I
to
mean,
make
it's
you do
44
anything you don't
minutes.
want to do,
Okay, next.
Andy.
Just don't make it
Okay.
too long, because it's 44 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
know.
I was quick.
We'll cap it at an hour or something.
Yeah.
Hopefully. It depends how long
Just
we go.
go. Just
Right,
go.
so Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie because it's the best sequel in the world. It took all the characters who were in the first one fairly like one-dimensional sort of, like Han Solo and like because they were just doesn't mean they're bad characters. They were just sort of like one-sided. And the second one, they just took them like and made them all have their own story.
Yeah.
They had Han and Leia have a bit more interaction and like fall in love. They introduced the coolest character ever, Boba Fett, which got destroyed and he got like credited apart in Return of the Jedi. They had that scene with Luke and Darth Vader fighting, and it's Luke's, and you learn. Sorry, I'm just sort of switching points, but you learned about the Force in that film, the most important thing in any of the Star Wars films. Like you learn that it's not just like pushing someone with your hand or like changing someone's. It's like it's actually like something that connects everything in the worlds together. And like you meet Yoda and you learn about him and you think he's gonna be this silly little like but he's actually like really like powerful character. And I just think it's the best film because it just takes everyone on a journey.
Elijah.
Return of the Jedi took what New Hope did, Empire Strikes Back, and brought it all to an epic conclusion, expanding on the universe as well. For example, just from changing blue lightsaber to green lightsaber, everyone was like, "Oh my god, you have green lightsabers now."
That was a mistake in the.
They still did it though.
Yeah, but they didn't mean to do it.
They also introduced.
They didn't let him fight.
They also introduced that arguably the best part of the prequel trilogy, the Emperor. Okay, he was arguably the best part. He's the most very menacing, a guy who dominates Darth Vader. We had, I'd say, arguably a better soundtrack. I mean, I love Return of the Jedi soundtrack. We had the death of Yoda, more suspense.
The bottom of the bucket right
we had the planet of Endor, beautiful locations. We had a really great space battle, and I think the Battle of the Death Star 2 is arguably better than the one in A New Hope. And we had more development with Luke. He became a full-fledged Jedi, whereas in Episode 4 and Episode 5, he was still a bit whiny. He didn't do what he was told. He ran off sometimes, even when Yoda said, "Don't do it." And we got the return of Ben Kenobi in form. And when we had that in Episode 4, we got more of it. And we got backstory.
He was in Episode 5.
And we got backstory from the character of Darth Vader. And we got to understand him more. And we actually got to sympathise with the villain. Whereas in Episode 4 and 5, he was just the bad guy.
Can I fight?
Yeah.
Right. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you said you just said you get backstory for Darth Vader. In Episode 5, the biggest plot twist and reveal in cinema history, "I am your father." That's the Star Wars quote. "May the Force be with you," and "I am your father" are the Star Wars quotes, and it just blew people's minds. That's as much backstory as Darth Vader like for you to understand him. That's what you need. You need to know that he's his father, and that's like what are you doing. And there's something else I was going to say, but I can't keep going.
Yes, you know he's his dad, and that's a great scene, but you don't know how he became this person, how he is who he is.
That's what we learned in the prequels.
That's what we learned. Yes,
exactly. But when
in
Return of the Jedi, when Ben Kenobi said his name was Anakin, he was this, he was that. I mean, before the prequels came in, we thought it expanded something else.
Which is what made the movie so mysterious and interesting to watch. The less you knew about the characters, the more interesting they were to find out stuff about.
Yes,
which is why
Episode
4 is interesting.
There's a point where a character becomes so mysterious, he just becomes boring. You can't interest him.
Which didn't happen
think
in
of
Star
Darth
Wars.
Maul. He was mysterious. He had a lightsaber, but eventually you didn't develop him, and then eventually they just killed him off. You want to learn something about him, but he's dead. Too mysterious. Got him killed.
Same with Boba Fett, which they killed him off in your film.
Didn't develop him in Episode 4 though.
Yeah, because he wasn't in Episode 4.
He wasn't in Episode 4.
He was more time in Episode 4 than in Episode.
He wasn't in Episode 4.
In Episode 5, sorry.
He was in Episode 5. He was really cool. He was with Darth Vader. He took on people and he kidnapped bloody.
Can I just say, who did he take on? He shot Luke a few times, and that's it.
So I didn't. Sorry, I was thinking of when he took on Mace Windu.
Mace Windu?
No, sorry, I was thinking of when Jango Fett.
The day Boba Fett takes on Mace Windu, I will see that.
No, Jango Fett. Sorry, I was thinking of a different film. But yeah.
You compared that to the prequels.
Shut up.
Oh my god, he compared Empire Strikes Back to the prequels.
Yeah, but all the stuff. I wasn't comparing. I just got mixed up. All the stuff you're saying about your film is the prequels. You're saying it gave Darth Vader his backstory. That's what the prequels did. It made you respect.
Talking about just Return of the Jedi, he explained how he just opened it up a little bit, and then I'm not saying this. It resulted in the poor decisions of the prequels. That was George Lucas. Return of the Jedi just showed us that Darth Vader wasn't this evil guy before. He had a soul and made him a little bit more relatable.
Wasn't just a pretty face.
But the more we found out,
the
more we found out about Darth Vader, the less evil he sounded.
Exactly.
And the whole point of Star Wars, he was wearing full black, and especially in Episode 4, it was a complete mystery of who he was.
In Empire Strikes Back, and I'll give you this, A New Hope, he was a terrifying villain. Big black, just like not like big black clothes. Sorry. With his mask, with his deep voice, like fighting Luke Skywalker, doing all this, cutting his hand off. Such a good villain. In Empire Strikes Back, in Return of the Jedi, sorry, he's like, he's my son. Let's get him. But I want to kill you now instead of Luke.
Yes.
Ooh, it's like he's not a villain. He's so scary.
Points,
He
final
developed.
points.
He
Yeah, final
developed.
Yeah, he developed to a point where he actually had a soul,
Final point.
which is
Final
not
point,
what
final point.
which is not what we wanted in Darth Vader. We wanted Darth Vader to be
They
an
changed
evil
it up
character.
with most villains. They say the same with Vader. He actually changed through the films. I mean, in episode 4, he was just this guy who was taking orders from Tarkin. He was a badass. In episode 5, he came into his own more. He was killing officers. But in episode 6, he came back to the ways he was before. And we had the introduction of the Emperor. The Emperor is one of my favourite villains of all time.
Right, final points.
Darth Vader is so much better villain than Emperor Palpatine. Empire Strikes Back took Darth Vader to a new level, Han Solo to a new level, Princess Leia to a new level, and I remember my point from earlier. Your film would have been so much better if they changed the Ewoks to Wookiees.
Okay, well that's okay. Luke Skywalker, everyone's most relatable character in the whole of Star Wars, unless you're a bit of a badass, then you're Han Solo. Han Solo was seen as an absolute cutthroat character, and the character development of Luke Skywalker, especially as he slowly got to know everyone else and find out about the rebellions and things like that.
The rebellions.
Really got you engaged in the film and set everyone up. Set everyone up for the rest of the film.
Come on.
Wrap it up.
I'm done.
Elijah.
We also got some quotable things from Return of the Jedi, such as "It's a trap" and "the power of the dark side." We also had a lot more development with Leia learning about Darth Vader being her father and Luke being her father. We had R2D2 and C3PO have more banter.
Right, yeah.
Better battles.
Let's finish off right. So you all had
Your
really good
Father's so much better
points
than-
because this
than
is very
It's a
hard for
Trap.
a pretty much perfect trilogy. So I liked your points on The Empire Strikes Back because that is a very good film.
Yeah.
And I like your points on A New Hope because you first meet the characters and they do a very good job of introducing them and like showing you what they're like. And I like your points because it shows they're becoming full circle. Like Lando Calrissian in Empire Strikes Back had betrayed them in Return of the Jedi. He's on their side again, and Darth Vader shows he actually has a soul. I like that when villains show they have a soul. But yeah, it's not about me. It's about what is the best one.
And which one is the best one? James?
Argument. The argument,
Has
James.
to be, it has to be the Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
Nah, I would not agree with that whatsoever.
You made some good points because you wanted to fight for my one.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm just gonna say
The last, I'm disappointed.
I mean, as soon
Mine was
as you
good.
gave me Ewoks, I was like, "Oh God, I'm against the wall here.
Yeah.
I've got to get something out the bag."
what's his name?
You were talking about the soundtrack.
I am your father.
soundtrack
It's
is-
3 billion
Guys,
times better.
We need
It's a
to
trap.
wrap this up.
Yeah, we'll do
so-
the final fight quickly.
Right.
Okay, this final fight needs to be
One more.
quick.
And
Right,
we'll
okay.
cap it in
Last
an
one
hour.
is right. Which character are you most excited to see in the DC Cinematic Universe coming out? Batman, Superman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and Shazam.
Flash.
Shazam.
Oh,
wait, does it have
can
to
I
be
choose
just the
Aquaman?
heroes?
Can I choose Aquaman?
Yeah, heroes.
Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Right, you start.
I don't start.
No, I
Oh,
start.
and yeah, that's what I was pointing out.
So
Andy.
Flash is obviously having a new actor. We all love. Who is the new actor for Flash?
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, Ezra Miller. Grant Gustin is obviously everyone's favourite superhero actor at the moment. He's a really fun person. He was in what was it, Glee? So he's a bit of a happy guy.
Glee.
You haven't exactly started bigging up
He's
your
not
point
happy
yet.
in Glee. I watched Glee because of
He's a baddie in Glee.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We watched Glee.
Ezra Miller is gonna put a different twist onto the Flash. He's already told us that he's gonna put a different twist onto the Flash, and I think that's gonna be really interesting. We all know Flash for who he is in the TV show. Cinematic universe is a different universe, so therefore he's gonna be a different development of character. We don't know if he's gonna be a comedic character or a dark character or a depressed character or anything like that. So that's why I think that the new Flash, and also he's the fastest man alive. So yeah.
Elijah.
Well, Shazam. Well, most of the other characters will be adults who have gone through Batman, Superman. They've experienced. They've gone through him. Shazam is just a kid who will be new and they have to mentor. And I think more children will be able to relate to that character. He'll be the comedy, while all the Batman and the Superman will be the serious and the dark. And also, while we've always asked who would win in a fight, Batman versus Superman, a lot of fanboys asks who would win in a fight, Shazam or Superman. We actually might get to see that one day.
We need
a
to
lot
wrap
of people
this up,
do want
guys.
to see that.
Yeah, but just leave it to run because this is a good fight. I've got
Yeah.
some points. Can I say my points?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to ask you this question, James.
Oh,
Worst DC superhero of all time. What do you say when I ask you that? You say Aquaman, don't you? That's what you think. You think, well, that superhero's Aquaman. What does he do? He talks to fish.
do you
That-
chance massive? But yeah, go on. Then.
I was worried you weren't
no,
going to
no, you carry on.
That picture of Jason Momoa, as we all know from Game of Thrones, as Aquaman, looks cool. I believe that in the DC cinematic universe, Aquaman is going to become cool and badass, and he's going to take like sharks out of the ocean and kill everyone with them. Well, like the bad
That's
guys.
just a theory, though.
Yeah, but I think this can just turn it all around. I mean, if you could choose any like Game of Thrones character to be a superhero, it'd be Khal Drogo, wouldn't it? Because he's like one of the coolest characters ever. He looks really cool. He's going to turn the whole character around for him, and Shazam's a kid, and then like that would get old, and it's just going to be a kid going around like, oh, shooting lasers.
We've never had
the
that.
Flash,
Though. We've never
the Flash.
had
We know
lasers.
the Flash. We know the Flash. We don't want another.
We don't
Flash.
know the Flash. It's
Yes,
going to be
we
a
do.
different
We
Flash.
don't. But we don't want
It's in a
another
different
Flash.
universe.
Why can't we just have the Flash and Arrow moving over? It's so stupid. All right.
Who wants to counter that?
Well, Shazam, we've never had a kid be the superhero. We've never seen. Oh my god. If I was a kid, what would I be like? And Shazam is that person.
That's if I was a kid who could turn into a man.
Shazam is the relatable hero. All the others are these gods or kings who can like do all these amazing things. Whereas
Shazam's a god.
Billy Batson can do these things and be with them, but he still has the perspective.
Shazam channels the person like the thing
gods.
the powers of the gods. So
Yes, but he's a kid first, and he still sees this through the kid's eyes, and that can deliver more comedy, more heartfelt moments, because Shazam is not like the rest of them. He's warm, he's kind, and he can just bring more heart to the film, I think.
I've noticed, everyone, that no one has mentioned the Flash because no one is
I
coming
mentioned
up.
the Flash.
No one is coming up with a valid argument about why the Flash wouldn't be a good character in the DC cinematic
we
universe.
don't need another Flash.
Yes, but it's a
We
different
have.
It's
Flash.
not an
gonna-
argument about whether
No.
he'll be a good character. It's what people are more excited for.
Oh, okay, yeah. But
Aquaman,
anyway,
because they want him to be good. They want, and even if they
Aquaman
don't want him to be good,
talks
they'll be
to
excited about him
fish.
because they want to see how
Have you
crappy he
actually
is.
heard anyone say, "Oh my god, I can't wait for Aquaman"?
I say
Loads
that.
of characters.
No one-
Loads of
Doesn't just
characters.
I have
talk to
not
fish.
heard you say
No,
that
I haven't heard
before.
anyone say that.
I say it all the time. I reckon he's gonna be my favorite character because have you seen Injustice? Have you played that game? He's so cool in that game.
pretty cool.
And so I think he's
It's a
gonna be cool in the
game.
film.
We're
it's
talking
a
about
game.
cinematic universe, not a game.
And he's such a cool
the Flash
character.
is
and
the
he's gonna-
fastest man alive.
The Flash is already out, and we can't have another Flash. Let's be real.
fair,
Ezra
she's-
Miller is a really good actor. I think he's going to put
What's he been in?
Perks bin Wallflower.
Oh, okay, all right.
There you go. And he could be a depressed Flash. He could be any sort
We
of
don't
Flash.
want a
we don't
depressed
want a
Flash.
depressed
Yeah, we
Flash.
want Grant Gustin's Flash from the TV show. Why can't they just put him in? We don't
Because
want
it's a
just
different
another Flash.
universe.
But it's stupid though. It's just stupid.
It's stupid.
Counter that, Elijah.
Do we really want a guy who can control fish on Apocalypse?
Do we
trying
really
to
want
fight
a 10
dark
do
side,
we
whereas
really want
Shazam,
do we
the
really
power
want
of
a
the gods?
10-year-old kid running around with Superman?
This isn't the Phantom Menace.
Okay, guys, let's
Episode
no,
All right,
guys.
let's cap
okay.
it now.
Right, yeah, that was
Final
right,
points,
Final
everyone.
points. Final points.
Final point. Oh god.
That was a very good
Aqu-
argument, by the way. That was very
Aquaman.
intellectual.
Aquaman can turn his make people fall in love with him again, and even if they don't love him, they'll still be excited to watch him, as opposed to someone we already seen and a 10-year-old boy.
Flash is-
Aquaman
okay.
dominates them.
Flash's job, or Ezra Miller's job, is to separate himself from Grant Gustin's Flash. Grant Gustin's Flash is a comedic TV show Flash, and this Flash is going to be different, and I promise you that. When you watch this film, you're going to be shocked.
Right.
We've already had Flash, and as for Aquaman, what can you say is the best part about him? He can control fish, and he looks cool. Shazam, the Billy Batson, can be relatable. He can combine comedy. He's also, you can get the fight, who wins in a fight, Batman or Superman, and he can just bring more light-hearted to these group of badasses.
Okay,
Take
final point
everything
done.
That's
seriously.
enough.
Right, okay.
Remember, you're judging this on
I
the
have
argument.
smashed this.
Argument.
I have smashed this.
Right, you guys' arguments were pretty good, though you missed out some parts, but I won't go into that.
Okay, don't
And, right. Start with Elijah. Elijah, you're right. It's a very interesting thing. We haven't seen something like that before. You've got some good points, you've also said.
Superman
And-
versus Shazam.
It's definitely
Oi.
something interesting for the fanboys.
No, keep talking, James.
And
Yeah, but not him.
your points were pretty good as well. The Flash is a very interesting character, and I think people would be interested
And
to
they could
see
do a
what
lot of
the
things with them
take.
in the movie.
Shush.
Sorry.
I would like to. I think people were very, like you said, very interested in what their take is. Charlie, Aquaman. It's a very
Interesting
it's
choice.
a controversial character because there are a lot of comedy about him and a lot of piss taking. But I think what you said about Jason Momoa, it's very interesting. I think it's
He doesn't agree. He doesn't agree.
I think, judging on the arguments, Jesus Christ, Dad, I think it has to be Aquaman.
Yes!
No!
Yes! Serious! Especially when the fan forced it.
Yes! Crazy!
Yes.
Oh my god.
Actually crazy.
Yes.
Right, do you want to hear my reasons?
No,
Yes.
I don't want to hear your
No, I
reasons.
know,
Just tell me,
because
I know
that's a good
stupid.
argument.
The main reasons are that just because I think people
Look at that,
want
the
to see.
finding out.
What people want to see how they can make Aquaman badass.
Yeah, but it's gonna be rubbish. He can only talk to fish.
No, but he can control water.
Yeah, he can. He's like a
He
basic
can
water.
control
Fanboys want to see who win a fight.
Yeah, but that's
Shazam or
fanboys.
Superman.
Fanboys, I hate to say it, but fanboys are only a small percentage of the cinema.
Fanboys
goers.
have changed everything. Remember when that dead
The fight's over.
Remember when that
Give up.
that
The fight's
It's
over.
the fight over.
I
fight
won.
is over, the
I
fight
won.
is over.
I won the episode. I'm coming back to
No
host
one,
next
no
time.
offense, but no
I'm
one
coming
knows
back.
Shazam outside of the fanboys. The cinema goers don't know who Shazam is, and they won't care until he's been cast. If he was cast, then he'd
and
be
they know,
with
oh
a
no, lad,
chance.
as this
You
pussy
said-
you can just control.
The
Yeah.
Aquaman was a piss state. You chose it because it was a piss state. You weren't actually
No,
serious
no,
about it.
that's what. That's
The
what I want to
Flash,
see.
he's already been on a TV show.
Yes, but he's in a different universe.
Okay, right. This is over now. We're
Jesus,
gonna cap
that
this
was
up
a
now.
controversial episode
Right,
of
right.
debates.
Thanks for watching this controversial episode of Screenagers. Join us in the next two episodes where we've got Screenagers Live and the Star Wars special starring lots of fun people. We don't know who yet, but I'll announce it on Facebook. Speaking of, go to our Facebook page, YouTube, Facebook, Screenagers Podcast. Go to our YouTube page, which you're probably on if you're watching this video.
And Twitter.
Twitter,
Screenagers
Twitter,
Pod.
at
We have
Screenagers
Twitter
Pod.
now?
Yeah, we have a
Yeah,
Twitter
I'll follow it.
that I've got like one follower, and I think it's my other account. But yeah, okay. So do you all have fun today, boys? On this
No,
very
this is
heated
the worst
episode.
podcast I've ever been in my life. Don't watch
Wow. This is the best
Wow.
episode. I love this episode.
I'm going
harsh.
fishing after this.
it.
Oh,
I might find
All right,
Aquaman.
so thank you for watching and join us next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.